Hey beautiful, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tazah Stevens. On here it's the Tazah Tellique. And today I'll be showing you guys how I'll be making clip-ins. So you won't see my face in this video, but you won't see my hands. So featured by Tazah Tellique's hands. Okay. But of course we're gonna start with the products. So I'm using one bundle. This is some old hair I was testing out. If you want to know, it's Vietnamese hair. I think it blends better with African American hair, so that's why I'm using this bundle. Needle and thread. Some hair clips. I got these off of Amazon. I'll link these. It was a pack of 50, really 49 because one of them wasn't going to be working. And some scissors. And I do want to mention, I have another mirror next to me because I'm going to take each track when I try to make the clip-in and put it next to my head just to see how long I want it. Because, of course, you need to measure your head with the clip-ins. You don't want to just make a bunch of long clip-ins that just won't fit your head. I'm sorry I won't be showing that only because I'm not in the mood to be on camera. But I just want to let y'all guys know. So, basically what I'll be doing is I'll put the track, like, hold it out. Put it against my head just to see how long it should be, and then I'll cut it. That's basically just what I'm doing. I will do some single width and some double width just to play around with it. Since it will be in a ponytail, I need it to be as flat as possible. I will show you guys each track, and I'm gonna put them in order so you can see like the different widths of the pieces. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Most Vietnamese hair, I don't know why they use zip ties. I don't mind it, but yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make my thread. What is it called? Thread? I don't know. Thread my needle. I think that's what it's called. My nose. Go clean it. I'm sorry. So I just put my thread through the little hole. Sometimes you have to put it in your mouth to flatten it out. And then once it's through, just pull it. Good. It's kind of hard to do it on camera. Just lay it down. And that, I don't want to make it super long. So I just make sure they're together. Once both sides are the equal length, I'll then knot it. So I wrap it around my finger like this. And then I just, I don't know if y'all can see it. So it's wrapped around my finger. I'm holding it. I'm going to take the piece that's sticking up and I'm going to wrap it around. As you can see, it's in there, and then I just pull it. I'm going to create a knot, and I just do it like 2 times just to make sure it's a good knot. And that's it. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. So that's my thread. I'm going to take out, possibly I'm going to start with 3 to see if that's how much I want. 3 of the clips. Let me just put everything to the side so it can be clear. So I'm starting with 3 clips. And I'm just going to unravel it a little. So this is as much as I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. So this is the first piece we're going to do. This will be the first back piece. Let me see how many I want to do. I think I just want to do 3. Like, I ain't trying to use some clip-ins now. I need to buy some more. think 3 is good. So there's 2 options you can do to double weft your tracks or your wefts. You can glue them with hair glue, or you can sew them, which is what I'm gonna do. Mainly because I like to reuse hair, and I feel like when I put glue on it, I don't want to reuse it. Like, I still could, but I don't be wanting to. It's just a personal preference for me. It is the quickest method, so if you're like very beginner, or you know you don't want to deal with no needle, no thread, besides of course putting the clip ends in, you will have to just use some hair glue, and it'll work just as much. You may just, it depends on you. You can reuse hair you put glue on, or you don't. It's just up to you. Okay, so I'm not sure where I left off because my camera overheated, so I had to cool it down. But I'm actually going to do single weft. I might still show you guys a double weft just so you know how to, if you want to make your clip-ins double weft. But for my sake, I'm using it for ponytails, so I'm just going to do single. So we're going to get started with attaching the hair clip. And you want to remember, I'm trying to get as close as possible, this is the hair clip. You see these little teeth? You want these to be facing up, so towards you. You don't want this part on the actual track. You want the flat part attached to the track. So just remember, when you put it on the track, have the combs up. The combs up. You're going to clip this onto your head and then snap it. If you do it the other way, which is the wrong way, I wouldn't say it won't work. I'm just not sure how it would work. If that makes sense. Okay, so we're doing single wefts. I got my 3 hair clips, my threaded needle. Now we're gonna start with the first clip. Remember, the teeth or the combs go facing up, so towards you. So they will not be on the inside, they will be on the outside. I like to close mine when I'm sewing it, so I just put it up against the weft. Just put it up against the weft. You'll see, let me show you, there are, let me show you this way, 4 holes we'll be sewing into. So the top hole, the middle hole, top hole, middle hole. My needle doesn't fit through the gold holes, so I'm just going to leave those alone. So we're just going to sew through these 4. So like I said, you'll put it up against. I like to sew mine when the hair clip is closed, so I'll put it up against it. There is a small little piece, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I'm going to be cutting that off because it's just the end of the weft, so it's a little bit, I know the needle is just going to go right through that, so it's no point because it's not going to hold. So this little part I will be cutting off. So you'll basically just do it on the edge. And now we're going to sew it through. So I'll put it right up against the weft. I'm going to try to zoom in. It'll be easier. Okay, so you can't see the hole because it's black, but I'm putting it through the weft and through the hole. So through the weft and through the hole. And I'm just going to pull it up. And of course it'll stop you because the knot we created on the needle, and then I do that twice. So through the weft and through the hole. Make sure to put your thread away from the hair because you don't want to go through the hair. It's just going to create gaps, and just do that, and boom. Now we're going to do the second hole. I like to go on top for the second hole, so I'll put it through the second hole. So I'll put it all the way through. I'm just going to pull that. And then, of course, it's not attached to anything. Sometimes with thread, it gets a little tangled up, but now that it's through the hole, now I'm gonna put it through the top width. So through that first hole in the top left. So it's through the second hole right now. And I'm actually gonna do it from the back. So I'll come from the back through the top hole in the width and pull it. It's a little bit tough. Okay. Making sure there's no hair caught in the way. And boom, we're gonna do it again. So through the top width, I'm gonna just pull it through. Try this again. Through the top width, pull it through, and then through the top hole and width, and pull it through. And boom, the first side is done. Now we're gonna tie it off. I'm gonna be cutting the thread each time, which is pretty simple. So now we're gonna knot it so it can be locked in. So let me just show y'all. Let me zoom out. Okay. Right, got a little caught in there. Okay. So as you can see, this is just nothing, just when I pulled it. Now you're gonna basically hold it like this, just around to it, cross it, and then put it through the hole. It's gonna create a knot. You see the knot right there? You wanna pull, so you'll like space these fingers out, not this. Space these fingers out so the knot is right up against where it ended, so where the track is. You're gonna put your finger on it because it's gonna keep the knot right there, and then you're just gonna pull with this hand. Make sure it's not caught on anything, and just pull. And then it basically creates a knot right here, so all that work you just did doesn't move out the way. And then you can just go ahead and cut this. Don't cut the knot, just cut as close to the knot without actually chopping it. And then I'm gonna use the same needle and thread, and I'm just gonna do what I did earlier and thread the needle. I only need to do it one time. If you do it more than one time, it's fine. It's just, it may create like a bigger knot to where it's just, it may be a little lumpy, is what I've noticed. I don't know what's going on with this. I know I did not create it that big. I only did it one time. Just go ahead and cut this because it's nothing. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but make sure you pull it nice and taut up against the hair clip. Like, we don't want it to be like loose. You want it to be as tight as you can get it. See, real tight. And then we're gonna put the needle through the top hole in the width. And then just pull it, and then do the same thing again. Top hole, width, pull. Got it? Okay. Now we're gonna put it through the second hole. You can lift it up, it's fine. It's best to lift it up just so you won't get any hair. So just pull it. Pull it through, put it down, and then just put it through the top hole in the width. And that's it. I'm going to do this one more time. So pull it up, pull it through the second hole, pull it through, and then we're going to go through the top hole and width and make sure it's out of the hair and pull it through. And that's it. And now we're going to close out the needle or close out the thread. So remember, just fold it over your fingers, put the needle through, pull it just a little, and then you just squeeze these fingers to make sure the knot is right up against the clip or the width. And then you'll take your finger, hold it, and just pull. And that closes the width, so you can cut it without it untangling. So now we have the first clip on, and we're just going to do that for each one. And like I said, I do 3 for each hair clip. And that's pretty much the video. I'm not going to show me doing every one of them because it's literally the same. You can watch it over. If you need it to be more detailed, just let me know. I can make another video because I probably don't have enough clips to do the other bundle I want. So if I need to do a more detailed, just let me know. But yeah, this is basically it, and then that's the clip. It's on there nice and tight, and the reason I wanted to do single width is because it's nice and flat, and since I'm doing ponytails, I need it to be as flat as possible. So if you guys did enjoy this video,